Hi, fellow educators. I'm Michael Golabek from Michael Golabek Teaching. I'm going to do a little screencast here about an app that I'm in the process of developing. And what it is, it's used to support the RTI programs at schools. So what RTI is, it's a method of academic intervention used to provide early systemic assistance to children who have difficulty learning. And it seeks to prevent academic failure through early intervention, frequent progress measurement, and increasingly intensive research-based instructional interventions for children who continue to have difficulty. And it's a multi-level approach for aiding students that it's adjusted and modified as needed. So the app that I'm in the process of developing is helping the RTI team and the support staff to track the grades of students, right? So kids who are in threat of failing or near failing or are failing, they're gonna have problems graduating. And then if they have problems graduating, then they're gonna have problems getting jobs. So it's just like, just continues down the downward slope. So what we're trying to do is research shows that if you intervene early, you have a great, an excellent chance of success, and the students need the support, so we're there to give it to them. They might not get the support elsewhere. So what it is it's an app, right? And it can be customized. Like right now I'm doing it for this school, but eventually it might have broader reach, and other schools might like something like this. All right, so here's a home screen of the app. I'm running it on an emulator here, so I'm using the iPhone 5 just because that's the phone that I have. But obviously, I'm going to make it cross-platform, so it's going to run on Android as well, so you can use it on Android devices. But so here's the home screen, and you have some options here. So one option you have is this button, and that's the support team. So what that does is sometimes you're busy working, or you don't have time to actually sit down on the computer, and something comes up and you want to immediately contact the support team just so they know, get a heads up early on, because the earlier the intervention, the better. So sometimes you don't have time to actually sit down and write an email. You're a busy teacher, you might have one prep period to get everything organized, and sitting down and writing emails might be at the bottom of the list because you have, two other periods during the day that you have to prepare for, or what have you. And this is where this button comes in handy. It sends a direct message to the support staff. And the way it'll be set up is that everybody who has a device in the building will have the contact list of, all the different people involved. And in this example, you just have a direct message to the support staff, and then they'll receive the message in their office, and they'll be more inclined to actually, their phone or device will go off, and they can just read the message right there. It might be an emergency. So so-and-so student is, might be having specific issues at home, or something involved in their school. They're failing dramatically, and maybe they just decided not to turn an assignment in that was the final or something. So you want to send a message directly to the support team so they can check it out and they can investigate further to see what's going on with that student, what kind of help can they provide that student. So then we have this other scroller here, and here you have grade trackers and send report. So if you want to sit down and write a more detailed report than an SMS message, we can also send a report. So you click that, click done, and then you can type in your report. Mr. Golabek is an excellent student, right? And right now it's still the beta version, so I don't know, I don't have a button for it to send yet, but I'm in the process of developing that. So you can click back, and then the grade trackers, and this is the main focus of this entire app. The other stuff are perks, but realistically, you can send an email, if you need to, or just go down to the office and speak with whoever in the RTI team or staff that you need to speak with. What you can do is find out which students are at risk, students who are near failing or are failing, and you can get the early intervention they need to actually boost their grades up and be on track to graduate. So you have the various grade trackers. So you have the 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th grade. And what you can do then is click on that grade tracker. So each grade level is going to have a team. Not only the team, but every teacher is going to have this app, and then so they're all involved in the process. So if you click on the grade tracker, all right, so it would open up, and it opens up to a Google spreadsheet. And in this spreadsheet, you can add students. So every teacher who has access to this app is going to have access to editing of the grade sheet. And I can't scroll in here because I'm in the emulator, but if it was on the phone, you can actually just scroll along and edit the spreadsheet. But you can do week-to-week progress, and what it is that each week teachers need to update the information for students who are near failing or at failing, so D's and F's. And what they do is they import that information, and other teachers can see, and if there's a pattern forming, the whole data team and the RTI team can look at it and see, what exactly is going on. Is it just one class? Is it all the classes? So they can adjust their intervention appropriately. And it'll be week-to-week progress, so you can see if that student is actually getting better, if that student's getting worse. So everyone is involved. Everyone can see what's going on. One of the problems that I had at CPS was I couldn't see student grades. You're using like 3 different programs to look at grades. Another thing is you can't see some of the other classes that they're taking. If you have some students who are in 10th grade, some students that are in 9th grade, some students that are in both, taking classes in different. So it actually becomes difficult. Or you can't see other students that weren't, I wasn't teaching. I didn't have access to see their grades. So this way it makes it simpler, and you can see all the students. It just keeps on adding and adding and adding. But eventually, it should be up and running. Right now, it's in the beta version. Like I said, I'm in the process. I just was teaching myself how to do this, this week. So, yeah, it's in the process of being developed, and I look forward to actually, getting it up in the App Store and having it work in the classroom. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed it.